This week, we got news out of the House Select Subcommittee on the coronavirus that Trump and his administration had basically put a gag order on the CDC messaging around COVID-19 in early 2020. This news corroborates earlier reporting from people like Bob Woodward. Trump and the GOP wanted people to think that COVID-19 wasn't a serious danger, so it wouldn't hurt their chances in the 2020 election. Trump even said so publicly. Remember when he said he didn't want more testing because then we would find more cases and the numbers would look bad? That happened. Think about this for a minute. The sitting president and his party cutting the legs out from under the CDC during the beginning of a global pandemic. It's not that they disagreed with the doctors. Remember, Trump told Woodward he knew how bad it would be. It's that they decided that protecting the public, us, from COVID would hurt their electoral chances. So they didn't. They just decided to let people die. Let's imagine for a minute where we would be today if that hadn't happened. Hundreds of thousands of Americans, our friends and families, our parents and our kids, would still be with us. The economic disruptions we're dealing with today, supply chain issues, inflation, the shrinking labor force, all of these are consequences of the pandemic, both here in America and worldwide. Imagine how those things might have been different. Imagine if Donald Trump had done a tenth of what Joe Biden is doing now. Think about this, too. They're still doing it. GOP governors like Greg Abbott in Texas and Ron DeSantis in Florida are to this day actively trying to undermine public health measures, trying to undermine our safety because they believe it benefits them politically. The state legislature here in Ohio is doing the same thing. Think about how much better our lives would be if these people had never held power, and how much worse our lives will be if we let them continue to hold power. We cannot let those who would purposely sacrifice us, the American people, who are perfectly okay with the thought that almost 800,000 of our fellow citizens are collateral damage in the culture wars. We cannot allow them to bury what they have done deep down the American memory hole. They've repeatedly shown us who they are and what they're willing to do. They are unfit to take part in governing a free society.